Hello and welcome. Today we're not going to just go through a bunch of technical settings. Instead, we're going to talk about a fundamental mindset shift. It's built around one single question that, once you really get it, makes the entire world of Citrix just click. It all starts to make sense. So let's dive right in.
And here it is. This is the question. It seems so simple, right? Is what you're working on designed for just one person, or is it for many? How you answer this, not just with your words, but with your actions every single day, is what truly separates success from failure when you're working with this technology.
Now, here's the problem. Most of us, we answer this question on autopilot. We don't really stop to think about the massive, and I mean massive, implications. And that one little rushed assumption, well, that's the hidden reason behind so many of those chronic, frustrating problems that just never seem to go away. And believe me, when we get this fundamental idea wrong, the fallout is pretty severe. Environments become unstable and just break. User logons grind to a halt. Servers get pushed way past their limits. And hey, on a personal level, this is the exact kind of blind spot that can make a really smart, experienced IT pro completely bomb a technical interview. But here is the good news. By the time we're done here, you're going to see exactly how mastering this one concept changes literally everything. It's going to transform how you design things, how you troubleshoot, how you even think about shared systems. Citrix will stop feeling like this impossible, complex puzzle, and it'll start making perfect, logical sense. Okay, so let's start with where most of us come from. I mean, your background might be in desktop support, or maybe traditional server admin. Those experiences, they shape our instincts, right? But, and this is a big but, in the world of Citrix, those old instincts aren't always your friend. Just look at this contrast. Over on the left, you've got the classic one-user mindset. It's simple. One laptop, one person. If there's a problem, it's just that one person's problem. But then look to the right. That's the Citrix reality. You've got one server being shared by dozens, maybe hundreds of people. They're all using the same operating system, the same CPU, the same memory. And this is the part that you have to get. A single action doesn't have a single impact. It has a multiplied impact. So let me show you what this actually looks like in the real world. Let's walk through a classic story, a domino effect that shows just how dangerous that one-user mindset can be when it runs headfirst into a multi-user system. It always, and I mean always, starts with something small and innocent. A single help desk ticket lands in the queue. My login is slow. Seems pretty straightforward, right? An isolated issue for just one person. Now, a beginner's instinct is to put the blinders on and just focus on that one user. Okay, let me check their profile. Let me look at their session. But the pro who lives and breathes the many users' reality, they immediately zoom out. They ask a different question. Wait a minute. If this user is slow, who else is slow? What shared thing could be breaking? They're not just fixing a person, they're looking for a pattern. And here it is. Here's the chain reaction. What looked like one user's slow logon was actually caused by a badly written logon script that was hanging. But since that script is shared, it suddenly starts delaying everyone's logon. Now you've got dozens of sessions all getting stuck at the same time, and the server's CPU just skyrockets, trying to handle this impossible load. And just like that, within minutes, the help desk phone is ringing off the hook. One tiny little issue just caused a massive system-wide outage. So how do we stop this from ever happening again? The answer is to stop thinking like a reactive admin, just putting out fires one ticket at a time, and to start thinking like a proactive architect. It's all about asking the right questions from the very beginning. Let's talk about applications, for example. The beginner asks, hey, does the app launch? Yep, cool, it works. But the architect, they ask a much more important question. Okay, but can 100 people run this thing at the exact same time without crashing the server? See the difference? They're thinking about scale from day one. Or let's apply this to planning your resources. A beginner is happy if the server turns on, the light is green, or good to go. An architect? They're worried about 9 a.m. on a Monday morning when 300 people try to log in all at once. They're planning for that peak moment, not for the quiet times. And this mindset completely changes how you troubleshoot. Instead of getting lost down some rabbit hole trying to fix one user's weird little problem, the architect's very first question is about the scope. What's the blast radius? Is this affecting one person, a few people, or everybody? That single question instantly points you in the right direction. And by the way, this is also your secret weapon for nailing job interviews. When they ask you why something like, say, profile management is so important,
The beginner answer is about making things convenient for the user, but the architect's answer? It's because in a shared Citrix environment, the behavior of one single user can directly impact the performance and stability for every other user on that system. That answer shows you get the big picture.
Okay, if you take only one single thing away from our time together today, please let it be this. This is the pro's golden rule. It's the one sentence that will guide you, protect your environments, and save you from so many headaches down the road. Here it is. In Citrix, always assume your actions affect more than one user. Just burn that into your brain. Make it your new mantra. Every change you make, every piece of software you install, every reboot, it all carries multiplied weight. So start putting this into practice. Before you install that new piece of software, before you go and change a group policy, before you decide to reboot a server in the middle of the afternoon, just stop. Pause for 5 seconds and ask yourself that critical question. How many people are going to feel this? That one moment of thought is the difference between a smooth day and a total disaster. This right here, this is the transformation. You move from a mindset of just fixing users to one of protecting shared environments. You stop saying, well, it works in my test session, and you start making sure it works under a real production load. And you finally get it. In Citrix, there's no such thing as a small change. There are only multiplied changes. And so, we end right back where we started. But now you're looking through a brand new lens. You don't just see an individual user anymore. You see the entire interconnected system that they're a part of. So my final question for you is this. Now that you see the whole system, what will you build differently tomorrow?
Hi everyone. First of all, thank you for watching this video. My name is Naresh. I am the content creator behind this YouTube channel. I have created a community for Citrix learners where I will be posting a lot of details on Citrix products and how to work in Citrix environments. I'm going to mention the link in the video description so you can click on that link and you can become part of the community. All right, see you soon. Bye bye.